Did you know Walt Disney himself spent time vacationing in the Pocono Mountains? But that's not the only connection between Disney and our region. A world-famous attraction that all started here.
All the fireplaces, mirrors that are attached to the wall are original.
Victoria Romanchik shows us around the Harry Packer Mansion, a historic bed and breakfast featuring 12 guest rooms and iconic views of downtown Jim Thorpe. The small shops and eateries all within walking distance.
It's beautiful every season. It's beautiful when the snow falls. It's beautiful when the flowers are in bloom. It's beautiful in the summer, and in the fall, of course, the fall foliage. It's very pretty.
Victoria's in-laws, Kathy and Tom, bought the mansion in 2021 after falling in love with its features. Although they didn't have a background in hospitality, Tom was born and raised in Jim Thorpe.
It's truly a jewel for Jim Thorpe, and we wanted to keep it the way it is so that people could come and stay here and enjoy the history while being in Jim Thorpe.
The Harry Packer was built in 1874 by Asa Packer, an influential figure who founded the Lehigh Valley Railroad and Lehigh University. Asa gifted the mansion to his youngest son, Harry, who lived here until his death. It changed hands several times, eventually becoming a bed and breakfast. And in 2024, the property is celebrating 150 years.
Where we are, you're away from the hustle and bustle of the downtown, and it's quiet, and it's because we're adults only, it makes for the perfect romantic weekend.
The mansion even caught the eye of Disney Imagineers and served as inspiration for Walt Disney World's The Haunted Mansion at Magic Kingdom Park. In fact, Walt Disney himself was no stranger to the Poconos, playing in a week-long lawn bowling tournament at Buck Hill Falls in 1964. Here you could see Walt Disney pictured in the middle with William Hay of Amos and Andy, who was an announcer at Buck Hill Falls for nearly a decade, to his left. This local newspaper article described Walt Disney as a little shy, very humble. He was also photographed during that trip signing autographs at the Pocono Mountains Airport. At one point, he flew to Washington and back to accept the Freedom Award from President Lyndon Johnson. Back at the Harry Packer Mansion, Kathy says the connection to the Haunted Mansion has attracted Disney fanatics from all over.
I can be anywhere in the country and I'll start talking to somebody and they'll go, oh, is that the one that Haunted Mansion was, designed after? And I'm like, wow, yeah.
While the Harry Packer isn't haunted,
But when you open it, there's a small little restroom.
there are surprises at every turn and spooks of another kind through Murder Mysteries, a popular event at the mansion featuring original shows and actors from New York City.
So this is the bar.
Victoria brings us to Libations Lounge, originally known as the Red Room, where business guests would wait to meet with Harry Packer. His study next door became known for another reason.
He died very young. He died at 34 of cirrhosis of the liver. His funeral was right here, right in this room.
The former ladies' and men's parlors are now places for guests to eat breakfast, play board games, and enjoy a cocktail at night.
So we do have pocket doors in between the two rooms, so where they could kind of get away from each other, hang out separately. The men smoke cigars, just kind of break away after dinner.
You can even stay overnight in Harry's original bedroom, with great views of the Asa Packer, his father's mansion turned museum.
In here is Harry's original bathroom. The bathtub is original, the shower is not.
Or, for a more feminine touch, book the room that belonged to Harry's wife.
Back then, they didn't sleep together, they slept separately. So this was the walkway into Harry's bathroom.
6 of the 12 guest rooms are located in a separate building, the Carriage House, a quiet, secluded space with loft-style suites and deluxe rooms providing a cabin feel.
So if they were having like a meeting or a ball or something at the Harry Packer or the Asa Packer, they would drop them off at the door and then the horses would come over here.
From the Harry Packer Mansion to the Haunted Mansion, a magical connection between two beloved destinations. With the Pocono Television Network, I'm Brianna Strug.